The latest. Thank you for your love and support, and I welcome you all to my channel. Another French spy has been arrested when he was trying to run away with some important documents. I don't know why these people just can't leave us alone. Africa is poor, yet when we ask you to leave, it becomes a problem. Have you ever seen a rich man always in a poor man's house? That should tell you that the one that is being called poor is rather the richer. If truly Africa is poor, why do you find it difficult to go? Why can't you just move when we ask you to leave? You have been here helping us for decades, and now we said enough of your aid. We want to take responsibilities of our own resources, and it has become a problem. Move, and you are asking people to come in, to spy, to give information. Things are not going to be the same way they used to be. Our all in all, the Savior, the Protector, the Messiah, the Unifier, the King of Kings, the true Son of the soil, the one that carries the pure blood of the African. Do not let him escape this time round. This is a wonderful news that there is no more hiding place for you. As much as you try to come in, we'll fish you out. The Unifier, the Protector, our all in all, made it clear that no matter how far you run, you'll always be caught.
Burkina Faso's president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, has emerged as a significant figure in the geopolitical landscape of West Africa, challenging Western influence, particularly that of France, in a region long viewed as within their sphere of control. Since ascending to power in a coup in 2022, Traoré has taken a hard stance against foreign military presence, accusing Western nations of exploitative and destabilizing practices under the guise of anti-terrorism efforts. His leadership marks a sharp departure from previous governments as he strives to assert Burkina Faso's sovereignty and reduce foreign interference. One of Traoré's most notable moves was the expulsion of French troops from Burkina Faso, a decision that symbolized his broader strategy to distance the country from its colonial past and align more closely with other anti-Western governments in the region. In a fiery speech delivered in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso, Traoré accused France and other Western nations of perpetuating a cycle of exploitation and conflict in West Africa. He asserted that France's military interventions, particularly its Operation Barkhane, which aimed to combat terrorism in the Sahel region, were a facade for imperialist ambitions and had ultimately failed to bring stability. Instead, Traoré claimed, these efforts have exacerbated insecurity, and France, unwilling to accept its shortcomings, has resorted to covert methods to undermine his government. These accusations were initially met with skepticism by some international observers, but recent events have lent credibility to Traoré's claims. In a highly publicized incident, the Burkinabe military arrested a former French soldier, accusing him of espionage for French intelligence services. This development, first reported by the French newspaper Le Monde, which itself has been banned in Burkina Faso since June 2024, underscored the fraught relationship between the two nations. The individual in question, Damien L., a former corporal in the French army, had been residing in Burkina Faso since 2020, ostensibly working in private security and consulting for the mining sector. His arrest in Ouagadougou on August 12, 2024, was officially attributed to a visa irregularity, but a deeper investigation revealed a more complex narrative. Authorities conducted a thorough search of Damien L's accommodations, scrutinizing his electronic devices and communications. The findings suggested that he was actively gathering intelligence on Burkina Faso's security situation, information that was presumably relayed back to French officials. This connection, combined with his military background, led to heightened suspicions of espionage, prompting a broader investigation into his affiliations and activities. Damien L. remains in custody, held incommunicado, as Burkinabe authorities continue to probe his network and any potential collaborators. This arrest is part of a pattern of actions by the Burkinabe government to assert control over its internal affairs and push back against perceived foreign interference. Earlier in the year, Burkina Faso expelled 3 French diplomats, accusing them of engaging in activities that were deemed subversive and detrimental to national security. The diplomats were declared persona non grata and given a mere 48 hours to leave the country, a stark indication of the growing rift between Burkina Faso and France. President Traoré's unyielding stance against foreign meddling has resonated deeply with the Burkinabe populace, many of whom view his leadership as a pivotal step towards reclaiming national dignity and autonomy. His government's actions, ranging from expulsions of foreign entities to crackdowns on suspected espionage, are seen as part of a broader campaign to dismantle neo-colonial structures and restore Burkina Faso's sovereignty. However, these measures have also drawn criticism, with detractors arguing that Traoré's approach risks isolating the country and exacerbating its already precarious security situation. As the geopolitical dynamics in West Africa evolve, Traoré's confrontational approach is likely to continue drawing both regional and international scrutiny. Supporters hail him as a defender of African independence, willing to challenge powerful nations and advocate for a new order. Critics, however, caution that his aggressive posture could lead to increased tensions and further destabilize a region already grappling with violent extremism and economic hardship. In navigating these complexities, Traoré faces the daunting task of balancing nationalistic fervor with pragmatic governance, as he seeks to position Burkina Faso on a path of true independence and resilience amidst a shifting global landscape. The pivotal question we must ask is whether Western powers will continue to target Burkina Faso's President Ibrahim Traoré. To delve deeper into this issue, it's crucial to explore some eye-opening revelations made by CIA whistleblower John Stockwell, who has exposed the agency's covert operations in Africa and other regions. His disclosures may provide insights into the strategies and motivations behind such interventions, potentially answering our central question. In a compelling speech, John Stockwell, a former CIA officer, laid bare the extent of the agency's covert actions. He revealed, "We've set out to overthrow functioning constitutional democracies in over 20 countries. We manipulated elections in dozens of countries. We created standing armies and directed them to fight. These actions have not been limited to mere influence, but have involved direct and violent interventions, including the organization of ethnic minorities to incite revolts and the formation of death squads." For instance, Stockwell recounted the CIA's tactics in Nicaragua, where they exploited the historical grievances of the Miskito Indians, providing them with unprecedented sums of money, arms, and training. These resources were used to incite violence against the Nicaraguan government, leading to widespread atrocities. Similar strategies have been employed globally, from Southeast Asia to the Middle East, demonstrating a consistent pattern of destabilization that prioritizes U.S. geopolitical interests over local stability and human lives.